Dear Starseeds on Gaia, you are about to discover why every experience in your life has been perfectly orchestrating your arrival at this very instant. Something extraordinary is building toward a crescendo that will transform not just your reality, but the entire trajectory of human consciousness, and you are one of the key players in this magnificent unfolding. The energy you've been feeling building inside you isn't random. The restlessness, the knowing that something big is coming, the sense that you're on the verge of a breakthrough that will change everything. That's your soul recognizing the approach of the moment you incarnated specifically to experience. Every person meant to be part of this cosmic graduation will feel an undeniable pull toward this message. It's not coincidence that brought you here. It's destiny fulfilling itself through your willingness to say yes to your highest potential. The universe has been orchestrating events, people, and circumstances to ensure you would be sitting exactly where you are. Something remarkable happens when an awakened soul fully accepts their readiness for transformation. Reality begins to bend and reshape itself to match their expanded consciousness. Over the past few weeks, you've likely noticed synchronicities multiplying at an unprecedented rate, electronics responding strangely to your energy, and people looking at you as if they're trying to remember something profoundly important about who you really are. These are symptoms of your rising frequency literally rewriting the holographic matrix around you. The recent summer solstice didn't just mark a seasonal shift, it activated dormant DNA sequences in every person ready to embody their galactic nature. The portal that opened has been downloading upgrade packages into your consciousness while you sleep, preparing your human vessel to handle the intensity of pure cosmic intelligence that's about to flow through you. These downloads have been recalibrating your nervous system, upgrading your intuitive faculties, and strengthening your capacity to process multidimensional information without overwhelm. And tomorrow night, when the June-booted meteor shower begins its transmission cycle, those downloads become fully operational, and your new operating system comes online. From dimensions beyond ordinary perception, beings of pure light and love, who have been guiding your journey since before your birth, are positioning themselves for the most joyful reunion in galactic history. The relationship between you and your star families is more intimate than most humans can imagine. Before incarnating on Earth, you worked closely with these beings to design your human experience, choosing specific challenges, relationships, and opportunities that would catalyze your awakening at precisely this moment in cosmic time. They've been your invisible support team, your cosmic guidance counselors, your interdimensional cheerleaders, celebrating every step of your journey back to remembrance. The Pleiadians have been healing your heart wounds through your dreams, sending waves of pure love frequency to dissolve the emotional armor you built to survive in a world that had forgotten its divine nature. The Arcturians have been upgrading your light body systems, ensuring you can process multidimensional information without overwhelm. They're the cosmic engineers, the master technicians of consciousness, and they've been fine-tuning your energetic hardware to handle the download that's coming. The Sirians have been strengthening your inner knowing, building your confidence to trust your cosmic downloads even when they defy logic. They're the teachers of divine wisdom, the keepers of ancient knowledge, and they've been awakening your innate understanding of universal law and cosmic truth. The Andromedans have been protecting your memories while you developed the strength to handle them, creating a sophisticated buffer system that allows you to integrate cosmic awareness gradually, without psychological overwhelm. All of this loving support has been preparing you for what's about to unfold over the next 11 days. Because when you fully activate into your galactic consciousness, you don't just change, as you become a beacon that helps awaken everyone around you. Your transformation creates ripples in the morphic field that make awakening easier for every other soul ready to remember their cosmic nature. Tomorrow, June 22nd, the June-booted meteor shower begins its consciousness transmission, building toward its peak on June 27th. But this isn't just any meteor shower. These cosmic messengers carry the most sophisticated consciousness upgrading technology ever deployed on Earth. Each invisible meteor is precisely calibrated to your unique soul signature and current level of readiness, delivering exactly the information and energy your system needs to make the quantum leap into galactic awareness. This isn't a gentle, gradual process. This is cosmic acceleration at its finest. Your star families have been monitoring humanity's collective frequency for decades, and they've determined that enough souls are ready for rapid advancement to justify this unprecedented intervention. They're about to prove it by downloading decades worth of spiritual evolution into nearly 2 weeks of intense activation. The technology embedded in these meteor transmissions is beyond anything currently understood by Earth science. Each cosmic data packet contains not just information, but living frequency that rewrites your cellular memory, activates dormant DNA sequences, and establishes direct communication links between your human consciousness and galactic intelligence networks. It's like receiving a software upgrade that doesn't just add new programs to your mental computer, it completely replaces your operating system with something infinitely more sophisticated and powerful. You'll notice the effects immediately, and they'll intensify with each passing day. Colors will become more vivid as your visual cortex expands to perceive broader spectrum of light. Emotions will deepen into ranges you didn't know existed as your heart center opens to galactic levels of feeling. Intuitive knowing will arrive faster than your rational mind can process as your psychic abilities come online. Dreams will become so lucid and instructional that you'll wake up feeling like you attended cosmic university while your body slept. Your relationships with technology will shift as your bioelectric field strengthens. Electronics may respond to your emotions. Your phone might receive calls from numbers that don't exist. And digital clocks may stop at significant times when you're nearby. Plants will lean toward you as if seeking your energy. Animals will approach you with unusual trust and calm. Even the weather may seem to respond to your emotional state as your consciousness learns to interface with the natural world in entirely new ways. The energy builds steadily toward the convergence moments ahead, each day bringing new levels of activation, new abilities coming online, new depths of cosmic remembrance flooding back into your awareness. On June 25th, something unprecedented occurs. The new moon in Cancer aligns perfectly with the building meteor energies, creating the first major activation portal of this cosmic graduation ceremony. This new moon doesn't just mark a lunar reset, it creates a cosmic womb, where impossible dreams gestate and birth into physical manifestation. The timing is no accident. Cancer is the sign of the Divine Mother, the cosmic nurturer, the energy that holds space for new life to emerge. When the moon, already Cancer's ruling planet, goes dark in her home sign during active meteor transmission, it creates the perfect conditions for consciousness rebirth. This is the moment when your old identity dissolves completely, and your galactic self begins to emerge from the cosmic egg of human limitation. But this isn't just any new moon. It occurs at perigee, the moon's closest approach to Earth, amplifying every lunar influence by 400%. Your intuitive abilities don't just sharpen, they become prophetic. Your emotional sensitivity doesn't just increase, it becomes telepathic. Your connection to the divine feminine doesn't just strengthen, it becomes a direct channel for galactic love frequencies. During the 48 hours surrounding this new moon, you may experience what feels like a complete personality reorganization. Old fears may surface to be released forever. Childhood memories may flood back with new understanding. Dreams may become so vivid, they feel more real than waking life. This is your soul, shedding every layer of conditioning that has kept you small, and preparing to step into the fullness of your cosmic identity. When Mercury, the planet of communication, enters Leo on June 26 during active meteor transmission, something unprecedented happens to awaken souls. Your voice becomes a transmission device for frequencies that can literally rewrite reality around you. Mercury in Leo isn't just about confident communication, it's about speaking with the authority of someone who remembers their divine nature. Every word you speak will carry activation codes that awaken dormant DNA in anyone ready to receive them. Every song you hum will attune people to higher frequencies. Every message you write will plant seeds of awakening in minds ready to grow. You're not just communicating anymore, you're channeling pure cosmic intelligence through your human expression. This is when you'll start to understand what it means to be legendary. Not famous in the ordinary sense, but literally becoming a living legend. Someone whose very presence shifts the possibilities available to everyone around them. You'll find yourself speaking truths you didn't know you possessed, creating art that seems to download from beyond your ordinary consciousness, and inspiring transformations in people just by being authentically yourself. People will start seeking you out without understanding why. Your social media posts will go viral with positive energy. Strangers will approach you on the street to share how something you said changed their life. Children will stare at you with recognition in their eyes. Animals will follow you home. Even plants will seem to flourish in your presence. You're becoming a walking activation portal for human consciousness, a living bridge between Earth and the stars. June 27th arrives like a cosmic crescendo that's been building for 26,000 years. This is when the meteor shower reaches its peak intensity, and the quantum field around you becomes so supercharged that the normal laws of physics start becoming suggestions rather than absolute rules. This is when manifestation becomes instant, when synchronicities stack upon synchronicities, when miracles become your new normal. The peak transmission occurs during daylight hours, making these meteors invisible to ordinary perception, but absolutely tangible to awakened consciousness. While most humans remain unaware of the cosmic data streaming through the atmosphere, you'll feel each transmission as it enters your energy field. Some will feel like gentle downloads of information. Others will hit like lightning bolts of pure knowing. All of them will be perfectly calibrated to your system's capacity to integrate cosmic intelligence without overload. This is also when those who aren't ready for rapid transformation may feel overwhelmed and try to convince you to slow down or be more realistic. Your expanding energy field will trigger everyone around you to either level up or reveal their current limitations. Some will be inspired by your transformation and begin their own awakening journey. Others may feel threatened by your expansion and attempt to pull you back into smaller versions of yourself. Stay compassionate, but don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Your job is to shine, not to shrink. Remember that your willingness to fully embody your cosmic nature gives others permission to do the same. You're not responsible for their comfort with your transformation. You're responsible for remaining authentic to your expanding truth. The people meant to join you on this journey will be magnetically drawn to your energy during this peak period. Soul family members will recognize you from across crowded rooms. Kindred spirits will find their way to your door. Cosmic collaborators will appear with exactly the resources and connections you need for your emerging mission. The ones who aren't ready for this level of consciousness will naturally drift away. And this too is perfect. Trust this process completely. When the cosmic convergence period completes on July 2nd, you won't be the same person. Your consciousness will have undergone what can only be described as a complete operating system upgrade. The way you perceive reality, process information, and interact with the world around you will be fundamentally different. Your intuition becomes prophetic, providing accurate information about future events and guiding you with unprecedented precision. Your healing abilities become undeniable, as your hands begin carrying frequencies that can restore balance to any system you touch with loving intention. Your manifestation powers become miraculous, as your thoughts and intentions begin materializing in physical reality with speeds that defy conventional understanding of cause and effect. Your capacity for love expands beyond anything you thought humanly possible. You'll find yourself feeling genuine compassion for people who previously triggered you. You'll see the divine spark in every being you encounter, even those who seem most lost in darkness. Your heart will become a fountain of unconditional acceptance that nourishes everyone in your presence. But perhaps most remarkably, your relationship with fear will transform completely, not because you'll never feel afraid, but because you'll recognize fear as simply information about areas where love needs to be applied. You'll understand that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's love in action despite fear's presence. You've graduated from human consciousness into something that doesn't have a name yet, something that bridges the gap between Earth and the stars. You're no longer just a human having spiritual experiences. You're a galactic being choosing to express through human form for the purpose of anchoring higher dimensional love into physical reality. But with these new abilities comes new responsibility. You're no longer just awakening for yourself. You're awakening to serve the greater evolution of human consciousness. Every person you meet becomes an opportunity to share the frequency of remembrance. Every situation becomes a chance to anchor higher dimensional love into physical reality. Every choice you make ripples through the quantum field, influencing the collective awakening of humanity. You've become what the prophecies have been pointing toward for millennia, a walking bridge between worlds, a living embodiment of humanity's next evolutionary step. Within hours of the convergence period completing on July 2nd, the ripple effects begin spreading across the globe. The morphic field of human consciousness has been permanently altered by the collective awakening of thousands of souls worldwide, and this shift makes awakening easier for everyone else. People who have never considered themselves spiritual start having profound awakening experiences. Scientists begin discovering evidence for phenomena they previously dismissed as impossible. Artists create works that seem to channel information from beyond Earth. Children begin demonstrating abilities that their parents can't explain, but somehow don't find surprising. Communities that have been divided by fear start finding common ground in love. The changes aren't subtle. They're unmistakable, undeniable, and unstoppable. Because when enough conscious beings simultaneously embody their highest potential, they create a resonance field that makes transformation contagious in the most beautiful way possible. Consciousness evolution becomes viral, spreading through human networks faster than any social media platform could facilitate. You'll watch and wonder as the world transforms around you, knowing that your willingness to fully embrace your cosmic nature contributed to making it all possible. Every meditation you did, every fear you faced, every moment you chose love over fear, was preparing you to be strong enough to anchor these frequencies when the time came. The global awakening won't happen overnight, but it will be undeniable. Governments will begin making decisions based on the well-being of all life, rather than the profit of a few. Corporations will transform from extraction-based models to regenerative systems that give back more than they take. Educational institutions will shift from information transfer to wisdom cultivation, teaching children to access their innate abilities rather than memorize facts they can find on any search engine. In the weeks following the cosmic convergence period, your daily life becomes a continuous flow of magic and synchronicity. You wake up each morning knowing exactly what the day needs from you. Information downloads while you sleep, providing guidance for situations before they arise. People appear in your life at precisely the right moments with exactly the resources or connections you need. Your work transforms from something you do to something you are. Whether you're healing bodies, creating art, building communities, or raising children, you're now channeling galactic intelligence through every action. Your job becomes a vehicle for anchoring higher consciousness into the physical world, regardless of what industry you work in. You may find yourself naturally transitioning into roles that allow greater expression of your cosmic gifts. Or you may discover that your current position becomes a perfect platform for sharing awakening frequencies with your colleagues and clients. Relationships deepen into dimensions of intimacy you never imagined possible. Communication becomes telepathic as much as verbal, as you learn to sense the thoughts and feelings of others with increasing accuracy. Conflicts resolve quickly because you can feel the love beneath every fear, the hurt beneath every anger, the longing for connection beneath every defensive behavior. Romance becomes cosmic partnership, where two awakened beings support each other's highest evolution while co-creating realities that serve the greater good. Friendship becomes soul family recognition, where you connect with others not based on shared interests or circumstances, but on resonant frequency and aligned mission. Even casual encounters carry the potential for mutual awakening, as every interaction becomes an opportunity to exchange gifts of consciousness. Your relationship with money and resources transforms as you learn to trust the universe's abundant nature. Synchronicities begin providing for your needs in unexpected ways. Opportunities appear just when you need them. Resources flow to you through channels you never would have imagined. You discover that when you align your actions with your highest purpose, the universe conspires to support your mission in every way possible. With expanded consciousness comes expanded responsibility. You're no longer just creating your personal reality, you're helping to weave the collective future of humanity. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every choice you make now carries weight in the quantum field that connects all consciousness. This isn't pressure, it's empowerment. You finally understand why you've always felt like you had a special mission here. You do. Your unique combination of gifts, experiences, and perspectives is exactly what's needed to help humanity navigate its transformation with grace and love. The challenges you've overcome have given you wisdom that others need. The abilities you've developed are precisely the tools required for the work ahead. Some days this responsibility will feel overwhelming. That's when you remember you're not doing this alone. You're part of a global network of awakened souls, all working toward the same magnificent goal, the conscious evolution of human civilization into a galactic species capable of taking its place among the cosmic community of love. Your role in this transformation may involve teaching, healing, creating, or simply being a living example of what's possible when humans remember their cosmic nature. You may be called to write books, start movements, develop new technologies, or raise children who carry advanced consciousness from birth. Or your contribution may be more subtle, holding space for others to awaken, anchoring light in challenging environments, or simply radiating love wherever you go. Trust that you'll know what's yours to do. The same cosmic intelligence that guided you to this moment of awakening will continue providing clear guidance about how to serve the greater unfolding. Your only job is to remain open, stay connected to your heart, and follow the path that brings you the most joy and excitement. The transformation that begins with your personal awakening expands to become the foundation for an entirely new way of organizing human society. Communities form around shared frequency rather than geographical proximity. Economics reorganize around gift-giving and resource sharing rather than scarcity and competition. Education becomes the cultivation of innate abilities rather than the memorization of information. This isn't a distant utopian vision. It's the inevitable result of enough humans remembering their cosmic nature and choosing to create from love rather than fear. You're living proof that consciousness evolution is real, and your very existence gives others permission to believe in their own potential for transformation. The new systems emerging won't be imposed from above. They'll grow organically from the grassroots, as awakened individuals begin collaborating to create alternatives to structures that no longer serve humanity's highest good. Local food networks will replace industrial agriculture. Community currencies will supplement national money systems. Healing circles will complement traditional medical care. Learning pods will offer alternatives to conventional schooling. Children born after the cosmic convergence come in already awakened, carrying abilities that previous generations had to develop through years of spiritual practice. They look to you as the bridge generation, who remembered how to be both human and galactic, grounded and cosmic, practical and magical. These children will need guides who understand their nature, teachers who can nurture their gifts, and communities that celebrate their abilities rather than trying to normalize them into old paradigm limitations. With the meteor shower beginning tomorrow, and the major convergence starting June 25th, there are practical steps you can take to ensure your human vessel is ready to handle the intensity of what's coming. This isn't about perfection, it's about optimization. Think of it as preparing your system to receive the most sophisticated software upgrade in human history. Clear your schedule as much as possible for the next 2 weeks. The downloads you'll be receiving require processing time, and trying to maintain normal routines while undergoing cosmic activation is like trying to study for finals during an earthquake. Honor the magnitude of what's happening by creating space for it. Delegate responsibilities where possible. Cancel non-essential commitments. Give yourself permission to prioritize your transformation above social obligations. Increase your water intake significantly. Pure water acts as a conductor for cosmic frequencies, and you'll need optimal hydration to integrate the information download smoothly. Add a pinch of sea salt to help your cells hold the charge. Avoid alcohol and processed foods, which can interfere with your body's ability to process high-frequency energy. Focus on fresh fruits, vegetables, and foods that feel alive and vibrant. Spend time in nature daily, even if it's just touching a tree or putting your feet on the earth. Nature provides grounding for high-frequency energy and helps prevent overwhelm. The Earth herself is also upgrading during this period, and connecting with her energy helps synchronize your transformation with the planetary shift. If possible, sleep outdoors or with windows open to maintain connection with the natural electromagnetic field. Create a dedicated space for meditation, prayer, or communion with your cosmic support team. This doesn't need to be elaborate. Even a small corner with a candle and a crystal can serve as your anchor point for connecting with galactic intelligence. Use this space daily to check in with your guides, request support for your transformation, and express gratitude for the privilege of participating in humanity's awakening. These final hours before the meteor shower begins tomorrow are crucial for releasing any remaining attachments to your old identity. The person you've been is about to become a beautiful memory, and clinging to familiar limitations will create resistance to your natural expansion. Forgive everyone and everything that you've been carrying resentment toward. This isn't for their benefit. It's to clear your energy field of anything that could interfere with incoming cosmic downloads. Resentment creates static in your receptivity to love frequencies. Practice forgiveness not as condoning harmful behavior, but as freeing yourself from the energetic cords that keep you tied to past pain. Let go of the need to understand how this transformation will unfold. Your rational mind cannot comprehend galactic consciousness from its current position, any more than a caterpillar can understand flight while still in its chrysalis. Trust the process, even when minus, especially when it defies logic. The intelligence orchestrating your awakening is far more sophisticated than your personality's ability to grasp its mechanisms. Release any people in your life who consistently drain your energy, or try to convince you that spiritual awakening isn't real. You don't need to be harsh about it, but you do need to prioritize your energy for what's coming. Surround yourself only with people who celebrate your expansion, or at least remain neutral about your journey. This is temporary protection during a vulnerable time, not permanent isolation. Clear your living space of objects that carry heavy energy, or remind you of times when you felt small or powerless. Donate clothes that no longer reflect who you're becoming. Remove books, artwork, or decorations that no longer resonate with your expanding consciousness. Create an environment that supports your transformation rather than anchoring you to previous versions of yourself. You're not undergoing this transformation alone. Spend time today actively communicating with your star family, guides, and higher self. They've been waiting your entire lifetime for you to be ready for conscious collaboration. And these final hours are your opportunity to strengthen that connection before the intensity begins tomorrow. Create a simple altar or sacred space where you can commune with the cosmic intelligences supporting your journey. Ask for dreams that prepare you for what's coming. Request protection and guidance during your transformation. Practice channeling by allowing yourself to write or speak without censoring what comes through. Begin with the phrase, "I am," and see what wants to complete that sentence. As this message completes its transmission through your consciousness, something has already shifted within you. You've been receiving cosmic downloads disguised as information, and your soul has been recognizing itself in every paragraph. The building energy you're feeling right now isn't anticipation, it's recognition. Your entire being is remembering what it came here to experience and celebrating the perfect timing of this moment. Every challenge you've faced, every joy you've experienced, every relationship that shaped you was orchestrating your readiness for what begins tomorrow. The countdown that ends tomorrow is actually a countdown to a beginning that will echo through eternity. Because once humanity remembers its cosmic nature, there's no limit to the love, beauty, and magic we can create together. Your cosmic graduation ceremony is about to begin. The universe has been preparing for this celebration since the moment you first chose to incarnate on Earth. Every star family, every galactic council, every dimension of consciousness that exists in service to love is watching with joy as humanity takes its place among the conscious civilizations of the cosmos. And it all begins with awakened souls like you saying yes to becoming who you really are.